Sweet salutations, everybody, and welcome for the first race of Deutsche Tourenwagen Masters GP4 OC of 2021. Well, it's been a solid qualifying session. I gotta say, I don't know how else to preface this or say this. I think it's going to be a solid race. Nothing too flashy, nothing too crazy. But first of all, let's obviously introduce my second commentator this evening, wherever you may be. Maybe it's like morning or somewhere else. I don't care, but it's Dennis Graf.
So yeah, good evening. For me, it's 8 p.m. So very much evening here.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to see the race. Look forward to see what happens here.
Yeah, I gotta say, obviously it's gonna be a slipstream battle. There's gonna be remember, this track is heavy on engine wear, so we might see some reliability issues.
Yeah, maybe yes, maybe not. But we need to wait and see.
Okay. All right. Yes. So obviously, Hockenheim Ring, a 4.5 kilometer circuit, 17 turns. The first overtaking spot is after obviously like after the first sector. That's the most famous one, and an absolutely it's like a 180-degree turn. There's going to be so many, probably there's going to be crashes. I'm going to guarantee you that. There's just no way, we're going to see someone probably like the 18th to 22nd, place drivers crashing out early on. Or someone is just going to like rocket to first place somehow after making a crazy move.
Yeah.
Yes, so now we should probably go on to the grid because there's going to be more to talk about later, and obviously to commentate the action. So
yeah, here's the grid. So in pole position we have James Sturt, who of course got also the first point of the 2021 season. In second is his teammate Caio Moratelli, also making his first DTM start. In P3, we have Bella Nouvelle also making her first DTM start. Will Parrish, one of the, I would say, veterans almost of the DTM, is in P4. Kai Seresnia, a big returnee, is in P5 with Rivki Fakhrizadeh in P6. Victor Bobo will start from P7. Definitely the veteran because he started in Oasis. Will Nellas in P8. Xavier Wee also making his debut in DTM starting from P9. Jay McKenzie is in P10. In P11 we have Adam Wolf. In P12 Leon Campana. In P13 we have Daniel Adventure. Hopefully he can make a good adventure to the top. In P14 is Maxim Titkov. Andrei Sazonov, the 2020 BTCC champion, also making his first start here in DTM, starting in P15 with Harley Shine alongside him in P16. Matthias Sturwix in P17 with Mion FG also making his first start here in DTM in P18. In P19 we have Michael Clark. In P20 Rosetta Martinez, the 2018 DTM champion, back here after spending 2 seasons in the top class. In P20 in the final row of the grid we have Muhammad Usman Hamid, P21, and Jared Fosbury in 22nd and last.
And that rounds up the final grid for this store. Actually, let's say, I think that, this is Bobo's 11th season in the running. So I gotta say his track record in Hockenheim, it's been solid. I think
even his 12th season.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, 12th season. Okay. Well, thank you for correcting me. We have to watch out, obviously, for him. No, it doesn't seem like there's. It doesn't seem like there's going to be rain early on, but only maybe later. Like it's going to be like a 15.
Oh, that will be fun.
Chance. Yeah, I want to see some rain. Now we're gonna obviously 70,000 in attendance around the track in the grandstands. Oof, I just want to see some actually good overtakes. I don't want to see too many crashes, but we'll see. Oh yeah, I just realized that, and I think is it a 47 lap race? Yeah, it's 47. I almost forgot. Oh my god, it's a 47 lap race. I think it is going to be like only a one stop. Maybe there's going to be drivers just going out for a long 37 like lap one that's going to kill their race. But it doesn't matter. Start from pole position. He has the best. He could get the best entry into the turn because no one's going to go for the crazy move there. But there's going to be 5 lights very soon. They're going to be out, and away we go. Start with an absolutely excellent start. Moratelli couldn't follow him there. Norville jumps Moratelli to second place and slagging really hard. I'm apologizing for that, but it doesn't matter. Not a lot of drivers making moves over to incident. Start actually an amazing, like a Hakkinen kind of start. Turn, trying to make a move on the Moratelli. Doesn't quite work out. And there's the carnage.
Oh,
There's already a bit of carnage.
Yeah, goddamn damages. Fosbury has damage. And let's see who else got some damage. I think, Martinez lost his rear wing. Shaheen, I think, also. Yeah, he was the one running into the back of Sazanov, who also lost his rear wing.
So Sazanov absolutely already having a terrible start to his season. Cicerni is now challenging Mortelli for P3. I think he's gonna get it. It's just there's only one line, and there you go. Absolutely fine job by him.
We're close here.
TikTok actually I think it was a try to defend or was trying to make a move. We'll see about it. Cicerni is still trying to battle with Moratelli. The Ditkov. Oh wow, that is actually amazing. Is he running low fuel? I think he might be running a bit of low fuel. Started been actually hectic. No one's out of the race just yet, so we might see some kind of. Now we're gonna go.
Probably jinx that.
Yes, and Sturt already has gone around the Sox curve, not the Fettel curve, because I don't want to piss off a lot of people. And he's gonna round the final turn to start this first lap of this race. So Sturt leads Newerville, Chiternia, Moratelli. Let's see, Newerville I think is Newerville second. Who's on fifth? Apparently we're not gonna go and check top 5. So Moratelli is gonna. Oh fuck it! We is gonna try to go for 8th place. Great job by him, actually. I gotta say, but I gotta say he didn't sacrifice his line, so he's not gonna give anyone else slipstream behind him. Turvik making a move. Adventure. Oh, phew! That was a bit of a harsh block, don't you think?
Yeah, that was quite harsh, but now Titkov with going through the inside, and he's through up into P10.
I think there are 3 drivers. Yeah, 3 drivers into the pits for now. Will Neller 9th, the most experienced GP4 OC driver. He has all the skill available for him here. Hamid, obviously I think benefiting from the damage. And Newerville is.
Oh, Martinez has to wait because his teammate also had to pit.
Oh wow, that is a bit.
Yes, there we are. And of course, Shaheen
and Sazanov actually
arrived first.
Sazanov also I think had to wait.
Yeah.
Ooh, that is a dramatic. That is.
But not as much as Martinez had to wait.
Still, I think that's gonna cause a bit of agitation. But now we're gonna go back to the lead of the race. There's gonna be a battle between Sturt and Newerville. Looks like they were close. If we could get the cameras there, thank you very much. And I think he's in solid slipstream range. Newerville is actually looks like he was braver through the first turn. Doctor's going for Mortelli. Oh boy, that's a bit of a risky move. And now Parrish is gonna pounce on him, and we have yellows.
Oh yeah, fact. Oh, that's spinning. Oh, that's not good for the man from Singapore.
Did you think he got hit? Let's see. No, he just
went out the road. Yeah. He just went right. He made a mistake and
there's no grip. There's absolutely no grip on that turf. There's just no grip. That's a bit of a embarrassing mistake. But I think let's see how we can salvage this race later on. Now on to the battle to the lead. his Pervert new
Here's
Victor Bobo's trying to make
for
move.
sixth. On
Parrish.
Fakhrizane.
Oh no, I think that's Parrish. Oh no, that's Fuckerson. Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, Fakhrizane was passed by Parrish into turn 2.
We didn't see that.
Right.
We didn't see that quite unfold. Fuckerson is losing many positions. Started from he started from 6th on 5th place. Titkov's going to try to. Actually, I think has Titkov. No, that was because we spin. So Neller and Titkov have gained positions. Obviously, Fuckerson is going to try to challenge Victor, but Ibobo knows better. There's no chance for him to go for that. But now they're going to the sucks curve. You can. I mean, drivers do tend to like bump trap through there. It's like you can bump and just run, but obviously it's not going to work out because you're going to understeer off and it's going to end your race.
Yeah, with these cars, it's not that difficult. It's not that much of an impact if you bump your opponent. Because they keep going.
Bobo is still defending from. Is that? Oh, that's contact. That is a bit of contact. Wolf also. Neller is lost. I think he lost 2 positions, so we might have to see. Oh yeah, someone is slow. Adam Wolf is slow. Does he have a? No, he doesn't have a problem. He just got compromised from his entry. What happened there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually Neller.
Neller went off. Titkov attacked him. He just ran out of the road. Now here comes Titkov. The Wolf tried to make the move on the inside on all of them, but it failed.
That is a brave move. I have to say that takes a bit of testicular fortitude right there.
Yeah, that compromised his exit. That everyone's going through here.
I think at least he's At least he's showing, but it's like a swarm. It's like a swarm of flies. It's instead of a swarm of cars, and there's just a bunch. Oh, no contact. Surprisingly, excellent racing. That was excellent racing right there.
Indeed. So close, but nothing happens. That's how it should be.
Adam Wolf is going to try to make a solid move on. I think was it Adventure? I think it was Adventure, yes. I might be obviously mistaken again. For like the millionth time, Turvik is made up of a few places, I think, from the turmoil that is going on in the back end of the field. Let's see, actually, Newerville is still, let's say he's only 6/10 off of Stewart. They're having a race of their own. He hasn't quite gotten the slipstream effect is basically where it's gonna be. He's gonna be obviously. I thought that was a.
Cabana trying to make move for Nella. Nella's going
Jesus.
right again.
That is a bit of a close move, but obviously Campana losing a bit of exit speed. And Wolf is gonna try to make a move again, but this time I think he thinks better of it.
The gap closed earlier than the lap before. So yeah.
At least he got slipstream right, at this point. But Mackenzie's gonna get still a benefit, and it's gonna be a free wide. Oh boy, no, don't try Mackenzie. Mackenzie, is he gonna shoot?
Going
No.
For it. No,
he might actually lose. Oh, he almost lost position to Hamid, so he realized and backed off, and so he just wanted to make a wider line. Neller, I gotta say, Neller has made a few mistakes. He's been.
Turvik.
Oh, and the Turvik makes moves on Wolf. So this is actually, I think that's the first proper overtake by Turvik without the incidents that I've seen. Mackenzie and Wolf, obviously Mackenzie former Renault driver and Wolf a former Williams driver. So they've had their battles on F1.
Yep.
And yep. Oh, that's.
Oh,
there's
yeah,
yellow.
Oh, flag. Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Wait. Who was that? It's Martinez who spun.
It is Martinez.
Now he's lap down.
And Newer will bump Sturt. He bumps Sturt just because I think he might have moved a bit of underbraking. Martinez has to wait. He's been lapped now. He has no chance basically of getting a point or anything. He's not. He's only the way he's gonna get a point.
Oh, there's contact between Fakhrizane and
Ibobo. Oh, he spins him. He just
rammed in out of the road.
He just take that. I don't care about your achievements in DTM. It's just adios there. And that's And Bobo didn't wait. Bobo didn't wait for anybody. He just decided to, turn around and go for it. Maybe actually risking, maybe a potential DNF. I have to see what calls Martin. It just it's on his own. Yeah, I thought it maybe. Actually, I thought maybe it was out of his pits, but no, just a big, calculation. Not uncalculated entry into the first turn. Let's see what Nurable. Why did he hit him? Oh no, that's I think that's on Nurable, don't you think? There was no gap.
Yeah, I couldn't. To be honest, I wouldn't blame anyone.
Oh, there was okay. Oh, there was no actually. So just by an inch, just by a little bit, there was no contact. So the smoke was just that was just because of the lockup. Parrish has had a fantastic start. Yeah, he has had a fantastic start.
Oh, here's Clark against Hamid against FG. I think behind. Wait, not. They are taking Wolf in front. And Clark is through to P16.
Clark, he had a bit of an incident with Wee at the, in the qualifying session. That was a bit of a ragged error right there. But Newberville is still hounding. He's hounding Sturt. But it looks like with all this battling, they're losing time to Turney, who's catching them. Yeah, Sturt is trying to block for his life, basically. Now it's just not going to work out.
He comes through, trying to make the move on the inside, but Sturt blocks her off.
That's actually a solid block. It looks like Newberville didn't get the slipstream, but I think Sturt's going to block again. Oh,
there's contact, crash, Derwick, and I think that was.
What happened there? But now we have to go back. He takes the lead of the race.
Yes.
That's a solid one. That is an absolutely solid move. But the Turney is going to try to pound, but now he's too far
it's
away.
all going off.
It's like fireworks, but it's not the 4th of July.
Comes Sturt again. And he takes the lead.
That is great. That is some great racing. But as this going on, could we go back and to see what has happened? To cause that big damage, and Wolf is out of the race.
Wolf is out of the race. Wolf. But I think Turwick's won, and Wolf couldn't avoid him, and yes,
that is unlucky. Yeah,
that happened.
That he couldn't have done nothing about it, because remember, he's already decided to take the corner speed. There's just not going to be no way he's going to brake, because if he brakes, he's going to understand.
Look at the wheel.
Clark
has damage.
And that's Turvik's bodywork right there. Just like it's like pool basically. He almost tried to hit the, hit the tire into one of the marshals. Turvik has completely lost his front end. Yeah, he's completely lost it. Oh boy, that's a pity. That's a pity for him.
Yeah, it's a big shame for Adam Wolf, especially because he couldn't avoid the spinning Turvik. Yeah. And he's of course the first retirement this season.
Yes, that is true. Adam Wolf has, as I said, he's been around, but he couldn't have done nothing there. Oh, and Turvik actually hit the tire. That tire is just gonna come back apparently for the rest of the race. It looks like.
Oh.
That's a big
Lucky
hit.
He didn't lost one of his own wheels.
Yeah, these DTM wheels are a bit heavier. They're not like F1 tires, and that was Chaternia. Now it's a freeway battle for this lead, and it's only been 7 laps, and there's been spins, there's been an overtake, there's been blocks, there's been I think it's unfolding right before our eyes.
Yep. By the way, let's take a look at the fuel loads as Newell tries to make the move again. Now here.
I gotta say, we should be looking at the drivers' pulses rather. We should be looking at their pulses rather than their fuel loads. That's a bit more entertaining, I think. Facker's trying to make a move on Mortelli. Mortelli's dropping like a stone. He has no pace in that car.
Here comes Resnia.
Gonna go for it on the inside. No, Is Newell gonna go for the late break? Is he gonna bump? No.
No,
Titania with an absolutely good move. That was a solid move. Tucker Zane trying to make a move on Moratelli. That's a bit tighter, but that's a
Tucker Zane through.
that's nice. That is a nice move. Newell's not, and he can't do the same as the Sturt did on him. So that's a bit of a pity. Titkov's now challenging Mortelli. Mortelli has, I think, really heavy fuel.
Yeah, it looks like that as Titkov now going through into P6. Mortelli after starting from P2 is dropping down the field, sadly.
Yes, and
As we see Clark in the pits.
Yeah, I gotta say, this Turek made it to the pits. He hasn't yet,
he's
but yeah.
also in the pits. They also already left the pits.
Oh, he has. Okay.
I think the graphic was a bit late.
Yeah, I didn't even see that. Tsernia and Sturt actually doesn't block this one, so he's gonna try to fight it onto the first big straight.
Here comes Adventure.
Adventure on. I think it's it's Wackerzijn. Is it? No, wait, it's a Bobo, isn't it? No, yeah, it's a Bobo.
I think it's a Bobo, yes.
Yeah, Bobo. Wackerzijn didn't lose many positions. He's trying to go for his comeback race, and he's close. Is he going to be contact? Oh no, not contact. Absolutely, he hugs the curb. He hugged the curb. He went on the curb to save. He did. I don't think he just realized. I don't want to mess around too much. I've already cost the team a solid position. I'm just gonna, avoid.
Yeah. By the way, also avoid. Speaking of avoiding, the drivers also need to avoid burning that much of fuel, because if we look at the fuel loads, I think Sturt could be the one with the lighter fuel here. Let's check the others. Yes, Newell is quite heavy. So not quite heavy, but 2 laps heavier with fuel. Yeah. Do we actually have
19? Moratelli has 19 laps of fuel. That's why that explains his, pace. But Zeren is going to try to make a move. He's going to try for a dummy. Doesn't work out. That's not good. You're not gonna. Sturt is apparently just too experienced. These BTCC drivers. I'm telling you, they have adapted to these cars like duck on water.
Here comes Wesnet trying to take the lead.
And the newer. He's just watching this unfold before his very eyes. Tsernia, can he make Sturt's lead disappear? He has. Sturt, after I think he's held that lead for 9 laps, and it's all gone up in smoke. So at least he can take. But he's gonna go back for the move on Tsernia. Tsernia, I think, has seen what Sturt can do after losing the leads on that same lap. But you know what? I gotta say, Sturt. He has the most laps led, so he can take that, if in case anything happens.
Yep, that is true, indeed. But then now we have a new leader in form of Kai Svesnia, who was driving his first race since the 2018 Formula E Understop Prix. So yeah, of course, this is his first race in DTM at all, and now he's leading. But Sturt is still very close to the back of him.
I'm having some technical difficulties, so don't mind me if I go a bit too quiet. Now everything is fixed. The track has gotten a bit dark, at least on my screen. B is trying to make a move again and push up. Hamid goes a bit wide to avoid, and Martinez trying to lap himself. Okay, let's see what is his plan. Does he know something we don't? Does he have does he have a rocket in there that he can just or has a time travel device somewhere, stored? I don't think that's illegal. I don't think that's legal in DTM. Flo might know otherwise. Okay, so for Martinez, well, he has a pace. I mean, he has fresher tires. Well, I mean, he can, but he's gonna have.
But now he has to let these guys through because he's getting the blue flag. Say that.
Yeah, I gotta say, Dennis. It's 10 laps. It's only been 10 laps. Do you think anyone else can catch up? Do you think Parrish could catch up?
That's a good question. I think we could check his fuel load to see which amount of fuel he has in comparison to the others. I think it's quite similar to the others.
Guys staying on Uberville.
Yeah, well, they're all apart. Wait.
Moratelli's trying to defend from
Hold
all Bobo there, and obviously he's the one that has the Deutsche Post, so he's he has his dignity in this. Bobo is it's gonna be an easy move, nothing too crazy. This
Yep.
is like just for Moratelli this was the most important race of his life. For Bobo this was like Saturday, like anything. Right?
Yeah.
It's a smoke break. Moratelli's gonna go for a dive bomb. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about it. He's really. I'm saying he's just
nice move.
That was a good move. That was like the same as Sturt was on. Did on New World in the same race. Adventure. I gotta say, look at Adventure. He's in 9th place. He has less fuel. He could be on for a good points position. I don't think top 5, but maybe like top 7.
Maybe also need to wait and see, because if he pits earlier than the others, he also has a slight disadvantage later, as Titkov set the fastest lap of the race, 120.8.
Yeah, I think somewhere about there. But now it looks like it's gonna be a freeway battle for 7th, 8th, and 9th. Bobo's gonna go for move on the third. I think it's like that second
Yeah, he's
turn.
through.
And there, good job.
Where is he?
Oh,
Yes, he's through.
He went for the wider line. Obviously, if he cut, he would have actually sacrificed his own speed. But look at the Campana is going to try to make an opportunity count, and he's going to try to follow Bobo through. Is Moratelli? Look at it. Bobo's giving actually slipstream. So Bobo, like, he is smart. I gotta say, he just gave him slipstream. Like, here you go. Like, gain a few tenths off of me.
And it was a very impressive move from
Moratelli
Campana.
had a bit of a moment there. I think that heavy fuel load is, hurting his braking a little bit. And as I said yesterday, he has just gone for a quality setup. He has not felt comfortable in that car throughout this race. And as I said, as I was focusing on Adventure, Campana has just completely said, screw that. I'm here. Let me do the work.
Yeah, that's true indeed.
And down the field.
14.
Down the field, it's more picking up rather than in the front. And Adventure going for a bit of a risky move. Moratelli's going a bit of wide, and that's just for 9th place. Remember that.
Here comes Sneller.
In the points, Sneller's going to go for a move. He's experienced one driver, and Newer on
third again. But this time for P2, and she is through.
That actually is a solid, it looks like it's a budding rivalry, between them. Look at it. Is Newerville going to defend on inside? No, he hasn't learned from his mistakes.
Sturt is doing it again.
He hasn't learned from his mistakes. She hasn't. I'm sorry, if I'm offending anybody, but yeah, she hasn't learned from her mistakes. Moratelli, Mackenzie, and Mevci, the Swede.
Who is FG making a double move? Who is he?
Oh, actually, what happened to Mackenzie? Can we get a replay of that? Why did he slow down? Can we get a replay of that?
I think he tried to attack Mortelli into the Parabolica, but he
got blocked off.
Yeah, but now FG had a great amount of speed and was overtaking
that was
both in one move.
Yeah, I think that was an instance of side drafting, but it didn't, apparently for Mackenzie, it kind of just didn't come to fruition. Now onto the Sox curve. You have to be careful here, as Hamid showed an example of yesterday. Didn't quite work. Chaternia is running away. No one's really kind of keeping him honest, but these guys, at least the podium positions are, being kept, honest. I gotta say, Newerville and Sturt continuing to keep their rival on lap 15 even. So I gotta say, they're putting on a show right here for the whole
again.
German crowd here. It's not gonna. Offside. Oh, he hugs the curb same as we.
Oh, that's a great battle between those two.
Yeah, that is actually solid battle. I must say, Mevci trying to kind of
OFG got
annoy Neller. Martelli's gonna,
red line.
yeah, he's
Mortelli
gonna.
is going through. So Mackenzie. No.
No, McKenzie. No, he wants that position. He wants to get slipstream. Martinez trying to still unlap. Is that Suz? Is that Suzano?
I think that's we.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I'm
It's
still.
we.
They're still battling. I thought
Yeah,
maybe Martinez has gotten a bit of more speed. Mackenzie's gonna go for more on inside, but I gotta say that inside was like a guaranteed. That is a guaranteed spot to overtake. It's just like you can like dive bomb, and that's basically it. Mevchi's gonna go. He's gonna go for the start, as we know. Is it called now?
No, he's
I
not.
think Mackenzie moving under brake. Oh yeah, moving under braking a bit. I think a bit too late.
Yeah, it's quite a bit moving under braking, but it should be okay.
Yeah, in these cars you can kind of do it because they can take a beating, as we have talked about. Campana's pace has not fallen off. He's not dropping like a stone like Adventure has. Adventure's been stuck, I think, behind. No, this suck. No, this is not Fucker's lane. He's Campana is now on Ibobo's tail. Ibobo has showed some solid defending here. He's not taking any of it. See, he's not even going wide. He's not giving any space there. So Campana has to fight for another lap.
Exit.
Yeah, that is solid move by the experienced Ibobo there. Sturt and Parrish still within, within 5 tenths, 6 tenths. It's not. I don't think they can escape each other. It's just but that's a thing. Now, remember, they can't escape each other. But do you want to keep battling? You're gonna these guys battled for the win. Now they're gonna be battling maybe for 4th, then 5th, and 6th. So you have to be kind of strategic in this.
Yeah, of course, but currently still battling for 2nd, so yeah, that's a good amount of points on the line here, but I think they will still go for it. Also, the strategy would be key amount. No, not key amount, key fact here. So yeah.
I gotta say, I mean, wait, I'm sorry. Newberville looks okay. So does Newberville have less fuel than Sturt? We have to see that. Does he have? He has 9. And, okay.
No.
Sturt actually has a lot less fuel, and he has not he's made an impact early on in the race, but it looks like it's kind of dying down. He's taken maybe a little bit life out of his tires. It looks like the field has calmed down, maybe in the top 10. But we saw Martinez is still trying to salvage whatever. I think that's not good. I don't think that's not allowed.
Yep. Hamid will be fuming under his visor.
I gotta say, I don't wanna hear the obscenities going on around in that cockpit helmet or in his brain. Martin, at least it's a positive for Martinez. He has unlapped himself, so I think the paddock is cheering for him for whatever reason. They're getting naked. But let's see. So the top 5 are Tuturnia, Sturt, Newerville, Parrish, and we just lost and Fakkerzane. 17 laps. Yeah. It's been 17 laps, and a good amount of battling has been done. Drivers now kind of going through the midway point of their tire life for on the stint. Newberville is still keeping on it, but look at that. Parrish is bringing someone back in, and that's Fakkerzane. So I was talking about.
Also, Titkov's close behind.
Yeah, true. That's true. Newberville's gonna go for he's been blocked off. Sturt smartly, puts his car in the middle of the track. No, but it's gonna obviously it's gonna hurt his exit speed. Newberville's gonna try to go for a slipstream. He's gonna go on inside, as you should, using the side draft as much as he can. And I think this is a done move. Just an easy move. These guys have probably entertained us basically for the most of the race. Is Sturt again? Can she finally learn from her lesson to defend on the inside? Can she? No. Oh wait. No, she can't.
Sturt again. Bad.
She still can't. She's like, oh well, not this time around. Okay, I sound like Hank Hill for whatever reason. If you know, for people who know those, know that guy. And I got look at
Sturt is very smart. Yeah.
Yeah. He Sturt. I gotta say, I might put him on the list. Well, you know, I'll put him on one of my lists. I have many lists. Newerville still obviously hunting, but now he's gonna be hounded very soon. He's gonna be hunted. I'm sorry, she. Newerville's gonna go for on. He doesn't want to go for the move on inside of there. She wants to get Slipstream, you know, kind of still more from the for the first few turns rather than later on the first sector. Moratelli still dropping like a stone. Mackenzie
Mevci as well.
Oh boy, that's a Mevci's. He can't be. He's not gonna go for that move. That's impossible. You would hurt your brakes and you would hurt your on the underbody. There's no point. Parrish now he is in slipstream range. Remember that he is in slipstream range. Oh, but actually, who else is in slipstream range? Is Mevci on Mackenzie? Is he gonna go? Yeah, that should be a solid move for P11. Yep. That's just as with the Rockefeller car, but it's not Rockefeller, so shush. Let's see. And I gotta say, Martinez could he? No, I don't think Martinez is gonna catch up to these. Oh, Mackenzie's gonna go for the inside solid move. Yep. Absolutely unaware. Mevci didn't look in his mirrors. Wasn't even trying to look in his mirrors. I think Mevci was driving with like one eye closed, trying to get a power nap. And I gotta say, and you know what? I think Chernia has led the most. I think either even or has led the most. Laps, but it's Parrish going on a Newerville. Can Parrish that's not gonna work. Can Parrish maybe thinking better of it, but it's not gonna matter. That's solid. It's gonna be a solid 5%. Let's go for the inside. Let's see if Newerville's gonna give Fuckers a sleeping. No, this time it's not gonna happen. Parrish? Everybody just gonna make a move there. Gets a solid move, and he can be on a hunt for his, for his conquest to the podium. Parrish on Fuckers again. Is he gonna do the Sturt? Yes, he is. And look at that, Fuckers.
No, it's not. Is he?
No,
yes, he is.
No, that should be called the Parish.
Different way.
Yes, it's like now it's called the Parish. We don't know about
Titkov blocks them off.
And I think Titkov is pitting in also.
Yes, Sturt is in this lap.
We'll see. Is he gonna fuel for 20? Looks like he's gonna be fueled for 29 laps if my estimations are correct. We can't get any pit wall interviews, so we don't have that privilege. They've kicked us out. They've just rush. We're being hacked every time we.
Oh, you'll flag.
And it's Newerville's one. Oh no! Don't do that.
Clipped the wall, but didn't suffer any damage.
That is lucky. That is
also,
lucky.
Also, Titkov is in.
That's actually quite lucky from him. Oh, but I gotta say, Dennis, it's just like now that Sturt has come out, kind of behind. And remember, Martinez is still trying to lap himself. I think I gotta say, Sturt has obviously. It looks like he has the speed, than the other cars. Yeah, he has the speed of the better cars. But don't you think it would be kind of hurtful to pit I know he couldn't extend his stint because that's his strategy, but now we're going to look at Newerville's unfortunate spin and how that happened. Just took too much speed. Everybody's just still trying to take it flat out for whatever reason. And I just want to see how she avoided damage. Ooh, I got to say that was that could have been easily. That front wheel could have just said no. It would bend in two. Victor Bobo, taking that misfortune, but Newerville takes it back. It's Newerville says I still have the better.
But let's see if Bobo makes the move back or
let's see.
Can Newerville save the place here? Bobo now is going for.
We might have to see from Newerville. Yeah, let's see what happened there. just chopped off. I think that was.
Oh,
Ooh, that was nice. That actually was still, but good, but risky. Now it's gotten to the point it's risky, racing. It looks like drivers have kind of adjusted. I gotta say, no one's like trying to let themselves be
Yes, in
overtaken too much.
the pits.
Ternia, the leader of this race, he has led a couple, no, like 10, 11 laps in a stint. Actually pouncing on basically the battling between Stewart and
The
Newerville.
Fakazan's in.
Thakerzane, that's a bit of a. I gotta say, could Thakerzane be a wild card for the podium?
Yeah, maybe. Ternia leaves the pits. Can FG get ahead of him, or just too far ahead?
And actually, look where Sturt is. Look how far Sturt is from Ternia. Thakerzane is closer to Sturt rather than the other way around. V is finally making stop after spinning. I don't know how those tires even lasted that long. He made a couple of moves. Martinez Martinez is in, so that's gonna be a headache for we.
Yep.
After that fuel and the
Here's
drivers,
Fosbury.
yeah,
Fosbury, yeah.
Fosbury, the
Here's
ones all
Clark. Oh, it's contact.
Clark with a big move on we. They have a bit of history in this
Also,
this
it was the
weekend.
same corner.
Yeah. So I think we didn't like leave enough of a gap where Clark could dive. So then Parrish is in.
Parrish is in.
And I got to say, seeing Fakhrizain's stint, he worked the overcut better. So remember, Parrish was closer to Sturt. Could he jump Sturt? We'll have to see if the pit crew makes a good stop here. Obviously, the BAR crew, because that's just how life works. So that sucks.
Yeah, FG is also in the pits. Mackenzie's in.
And Sturt,
yes, Sturt
Jones
is there, and
ahead.
he's through.
And yeah, so Parrish couldn't make the overcut work quite as well. And look at it, Parrish defending from Fakhrizane and Machi and Mackenzie are in the pits. But we're gonna have to see the move between Fakhrizane and Parrish if we can finally get the cameras back. And thankfully we can. Throttle is absolutely smashed to the gills. Oh, Fakhrizane, can he go for a move? Oh boy, that's a good move, but it's not over. It's not over yet. As we have seen many times, Parrish has a bit of a problem there. Couldn't keep his car under control. He's not going to make a move. Fakhrizane, seeing that defense on the inside. Parrish has 1 lap fresher tires. Could that? I think that might influence better in the race, but I think it depends on how you warm them up now also.
Yeah.
As Neller is in the podium position, he's trying to make his overcut work. Newerville is in the pits.
Bobo's in.
Bobo, obviously the one driver who has been kind of, one of the drivers who has been like all over the place. He's battled, drivers who have now are now battling for the podium. So he's a kind of a factor on how this race kind of unfolded. How when Fakhrizane, he got spun by Fakhrizane. So Fakhrizane, crashed in any other way, in an awkward way. Oh boy, Fakhrizane wouldn't have been anywhere near the podium places, right? Podium fight right now.
Yep. Southernhoff is in the pits.
Of course, our BTCC champion. Just race to forget. I don't think there's much to say. Mortelli is gonna be out for a few, for more than few laps, but he's not gonna make him for sport. He's gonna try to He's already cut over.
Neller will pit.
Over Sazano there. Neller is gonna pit very soon. I actually, we're halfway through the race. I hope everybody's been enjoying, whoever is watching, and I hope in the attendance. So we're gonna get that. We're trying to get all the fans in this, not in this commentary booth, but at least at least watch maybe at the replay or on a VCR. Actually, no, not VCR. Maybe like a DVD, a DVR. Another, he's gonna have a lot fresher tires than most at this stage. Um, as we saw, he had this bit of struggle in his first stint. He was spinning a bit, and also no, he didn't spin. He went wide. So I think points are still up for grabs with the tire life he has. Campana on Ebobo, they're really close. Also, Ebobo, remember, I think wasn't he the one who gave slipstream to Campana? Like, before, like way before, and then it was making a move. Then it was like a six car battle for, like, was it 8th or 9th or whatever it was.
I think he was actually, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure either. And about that.
Oh, Derek. Oh.
Yeah.
Wait.
Okay, so
the game crashed. Oh.
So apparently we have some technical difficulties. We have to remember. We have to still say that it's been a solid battle for the League Eternia. It's not like a wanted poster. He has been seen in the lead. It was as a fact that he was in the lead. So we'll see how that unfolds. I gotta say, Dennis, I've been enjoying this. It's only been like half the race. What's your favorite part so far?
Of course, so far it's the battle between Sturt and Nouveau. That was my favorite part so far. But
I got to say, it's like these races can make some drivers the audience. And now we're gonna be back in a few moments. Oh, I don't know why the screen is like LSD. I don't know what is that? Why is it so bright?
My eyes. Like Evan said in preseason testing. It's a bit of a joke.
Something like that. Yes. It looks like the world is being loaded. The universe is being loaded in. We'll get back soon. My favorite part of the race has been probably like the six-way, the battle on one of the straights. Unfortunately, I don't want to say the crashes between Wolf and Turvik have been that was a surprise. I just like out of nowhere. I mean, it was bound to happen. The driver spinning out. But yeah, it's gonna probably happen a bit more, maybe soon with the lighter car. With the heavier cars now. Remember, they're still heavy. Tires are not cut up to spec for some drivers. I'm not sure. Can we see the track? Is it loading? I'm just making sure because is it loading? Hello.
Yeah. So
Oh.
do we have the screen? Do we not have the screen yet?
No,
Mortelli, I think Mortelli is pitting this lap. So I think Renz doesn't have the screen, but I have. So that's weird. Oh, I think was that a mistake? It's a battle between Parrish and Fuck Hussein. Oh,
really?
Because Fuck Hussein went off.
So
what happened
is
now?
Again, we're having some technical difficulties for the second.
Yeah.
But no, it's all cool. I am having some technical difficulties of my own. So what did you see, Dennis?
So yeah, there was a battle between, not really battle. Fuck Hussein tried to make the move into the first corner, but went wide. Yeah, Parrish made the move. And also Mortelli is pitting.
Oh, I see. And remember about the weather. There's a 25% chance of rain happening. I do want to see like a bit of drama in the end. I don't want it to
that would be exciting.
But it's like, okay, so remember, like it's a 1 minute about what was it, 1 minute and 19? Like I think it's 1 minute 18 or what I saw. It's like 1 minute 18-second lap. So we're gonna
I think 120s here in the race.
Oh, okay. So it's like, so I do expect some rain, but remember, it's only going to be. It was forecasted only to be a bit of a light, so it's not going to be heavy. It's not going to just, no one's going to pour a bucket, like it's like a, big shower. And it's not going to be anything like this. I have some obvious
Here
history.
you go again.
Oh, we have, okay, so we have returned. So Dennis can carry.
Yep, Parrish, as I said, is now ahead of Fakruzane, because Fakruzane went wide. He turn 1, but now can Fakruzane retake the position here? I think he's a bit too far back at this point.
This time, that's probably the first time in a while I've not seen a move there.
Yeah, because he was a bit too far back. But also Clark is getting the pits.
Clark apparently having just a nightmare race. Was he the one? I don't remember. I don't think he was the driver who got damage. I think it was also Fosbury.
Yeah, he got damage.
Oh, he got damage. Okay, that's a bit of an.
Yeah, he got damage with when he hit the wheel in the Turvik Wolf crash.
Oh, yeah, he got the loose big wheel between them. Parrish is in. Remember, Parrish is in the podium positions. We hyped him up a little bit before, but look at the grip Fakruzane had. It just like it was just completely magical. It was like.
And Mortelli's in.
Fakruzane is really close. He doesn't even go for the move. He just wants to stay. I think he's going to go on inside. Parrish is not going to defend. He's not going to defend. So. He make a move now. Doesn't quite obviously make it, but Parrish is gonna go a little bit wider there. Fakruzane usually don't want to go because you're gonna be chopped off here. That's a bit of a, that's not gonna happen. That's just that's a bit of an ingenious
defense from Parrish.
Yeah.
Also now that's a battle for P3.
Yes, and that was one of the Neller pitted. I don't exactly remember who was Mortelli. Yeah, Mortelli pitted. Yeah. That was one of the drivers. So Ternia in a solid lead. I have to say. Look at that. He gained about 3/10 already on start, and that was only in the first sector. And here it's a shorter lap time, so that's quite big.
Yeah, he's having a great race here so far.
And look at that. Actually, as his brake lights are lighting up, it's kind of, it's like it's the same. It's a similar, as his livery. So he's like really, he's having an artistic race. Also, he's like, just, pouncing on these, like flexing on these guys. Fakruzane is still trying to work out where Parrish could finally, crack. And is he gonna crack here? Parrish defends this time around. So Parrish is throwing a bit of an unpredictable move. He's like, that's... And Fakruzane... look at it, Fakruzane actually slowed. I think that's the biggest... that was a big slowdown right there.
Yep. So luckily, Titkov behind is so far back that he can't attack him, but Neuberville is attacking Titkov in the meantime. Neuberville up into P5.
I gotta say, Neuberville is having now he's kind of having a comeback race. So he was battling for the lead. Now he's battling just for potential, top 5. Titkov is gonna do the start. That is a great move. That is a good move. That's the thing. He didn't go completely into Neuberville there. Solid move by him. He's still defending. You shouldn't do that because there's only one line. Because remember, if you go, I've actually driven this on F1 on F1 games and probably in sim racing. There's only one line. If you go any earlier, you're gonna go straight off, and look like that's where Titkov is having some issues. As Neuberville's hounding him. Back. Neuberville looks like he has actually the pace, same as Fakruzane. Just can't get by.
Yep, it is true. He tried it but failed the move, and now is quite a bit behind Titkov. But now with a bit of slipstream here down to the hairpin, she could make another move. But let's see. Pressing on the accelerator. And now she's too far back. Titkov going bit to the right, trying to defend, but I think that wasn't necessary with the gap being
Yeah,
that far.
yeah, I don't get. Maybe he was like looking at somewhere else. Maybe look at the ladies somewhere, and they didn't quite work out. We're just gonna be soon approaching into the lap, the 30th lap, not the 30th lap completed, but it's gonna be very soon. The podium positions have not been decided. The win might be decided. It just if Chernia just doesn't have any reliability issues. Sturt looks like he's in a comfortable second place, but it might kind of. I gotta say he was a bit further behind to turn after the stop, so he might not be as comfortable later on in the race due to the just one lap fresher tires and fuel load. Hello, Dennis. So apparently
Yeah.
I can. Oh, okay. So in Europe. Yes.
Said that something in a moment.
Oh, see. So Dennis.
Yeah.
Dennis apparently is practicing, sign language as he's commentating this. So let's see what Parrish can finally. Actually, Parrish is on. I think did we miss the overtake on Peckersane? No, Parrish is actually, as I said, Sturt was a bit in front. Now Parrish is on Sturt and he's gaining quite a lot. Sazanov is battling with, I think it is, no, it's not.
Fosbury.
Fosbury. So they're trying to make something. They're just doing this for the sponsors basically. It's trying to at least see where the car can maneuver. It's going to go for the move. This is always going to be a done move. Exhaust completely flaming around. They should probably get back to Hernia. So the top five, and actually no, I can't even say the top five. Parrish is going to go for the move on the inside. Parrish Sturt goes a bit wide. Oh!
Sturt goes wide, very wide, and he lost P3 to Farquharson as well.
Yeah, he caught that. Kind of barely. And Titkov is going to go for the top four now. He's got absolutely. He's in fourth place. He chops him off, and now Sturt is gonna be back to his old buddy Newerville. So he can't escape. They can't escape.
All over again.
They can't escape. Ibobo is gonna try to make salvage of this something out of this race that being spun by Fakrzane early on, and he's just gonna go for this time around. There's no way. I can't even list the top five. For this, it's been quite a crazy race. So look, we have to go back how Sturt lost, 3 places in just one turn. One, turn straight basically. Look at the wiggle. I remember he got on the power after he overcorrected first, then he got on the power after his second correction. Because if he went on the power first, he would have been spun. He would have made the same mistake as we. And probably crashed out some of the drivers, and it would have changed the whole scenario. Okay, so as we have time, we should list the top 5. It's Saturnia, Parrish, Fakrzane, Titkov, and Sturt. It's no longer Saturnia, Sturt, or Newerville. It's new players, back in town for the podium places.
Yeah, and also now in battling for podium places are, I would say, the veterans, or the guys who are here at DTM for quite a while now. Yeah.
Bobo's going to try to pounce on a mistake by Newerville. Will try to make a move on Sturt. He was a bit too anxious, and Bobo is going to cost himself a solid slipstream. But no, I think Newerville is actually going to compromise his own line on Campana. Is going to pounce on Newerville, just pounce on him completely like a football player. And can he go on the outside? He's getting the Bobo slipstream, and he's actually the first driver who has gone on the outside in that
stunning move from Leon Campana.
Yeah, that was a solid move from him. Just over 15 laps to still go, and the podium places are still. It's like a lotto basically, but with just the lottos, the little lotto balls are just not going around. Parrish having some struggles. Every time Fakrzane is like behind him, Fakrzane just gains so much grip. He is incredibly brave on the brakes. He has so much just grip and braveness and all the other things you want to list on him. Fackersdane really wants whatever is ahead of him, even though he probably is gonna join Parrish if Titkov doesn't have anything to say about it. But now Fackersdane is gonna go for a move on Parrish. He did the same move, almost the same move on Boba, but he's learned from his mistakes. I don't know if there's going to be any penalties. I'm pretty sure not. Fackersdane losing out a bit of slipstream. He's going to be in the same situation he's been a couple of laps ago, where he's not, he can't kind of pinpoint where he wants to make a move.
Yeah, he is too far back at this occasion. Now let's see if he stays still very close behind Parrish and can try to make the move on the next lap.
At this point, what do you do if you have been? I think Fackersdane has been behind Parrish. Actually, I think a bit longer. Yeah, Fackersdane has been a bit longer. What do you do? Fackersdane has seen the way Parrish drives. What do you do? Like, where could he strike?
I think he could try it into turn. I think the best opportunity still they happen, but that's why where he should make the move. But also turn 2 could be an opportunity.
Yeah,
let's see how it
I
develops.
just want to look at the braking performance. He's already on the slipstream. He already knows how to get on the power earlier. He has a traction, and he finally gets some. No, he doesn't get the slipstream. Surprisingly, I gotta say that's pretty surprising. And he was stuck in 5th gear for a long time there. Now he's only in 6th. So the field has calmed down a bit after about 28 laps of actually crazy racing. But look at the train behind them. We're not going to be done yet. Most of the top 8 will be it's not going to be decided until the fat lady sings, or the man. Now we have to be politically correct. It's going to be the fat man that sings. Let's see if I almost cracked myself up there. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry there. And actually, I want to see Campana. Has he finally gotten past Ibobo? I think he did. Was it? No, he was the one. No, he was the one who got past Ibobo on the outside, wasn't he? I think Campana is still behind Ibobo. If you could get
it was on Norway.
Now, and look at Parrish. This foolishly defending. He's going to give himself up and finally give Fackersdane a move into the hairpin. Newerville on Campana. So apparently Campana tried to make a move on Ibobo. Newerville pounces on the mistake, and that's just that's all she wrote there. Solid move by him.
And actually, how it happened.
Yeah, Campana just didn't. Again, he was saying, "Nope, I want to live to see my kids." Let's Fackersdane go for a move on Parrish. It's a bit tight. It's a bit. That is astounding defending from Parrish. Parrish.
Great defending from Parrish, indeed.
And actually look at that. Look at from the defending. He's already he lost a few tenths to all Parrish there. Adventure, and as I said, Adventure. I was saying he could have a solid race into the points and top battle for the 7th place. Well, now he has 8th place and 7th place. Actually, and look at how many positions Titkov has made. He's had an absolutely underrated, just under the radar performance.
Titkov is doing a great job of starting for P14, getting 10 places. Yeah, he's doing a great job the first race here.
Yeah,
so it's a contender maybe for driver of the day, but we need to see what still happens in the last 12 laps.
I don't want to speak about driver of the day, because if you say Titkov and he just causes a 5-car pileup, you're going to be eaten up. But now he's going to maybe go for a move for Campana. Oh dear, that is That's not. And Wolf is. I think that's Wolf. No, well, not Wolf. It's out race. I'm sorry very much.
Wolf is out.
Yes, yeah, no. Shut up. Let's see. Can Adventure make a move
I
on
think that's
Capetta?
Snella against FG in the background.
No, yeah, Adventure. No, he doesn't have a slipstring. Mepchi and he's like, no, he's not gonna go for Neller. Defends from Mepchi, the Swede, and Neller. He's having a quiet race. I gotta say, Neller's campaign doesn't seem like he's pushing for a championship. He just wants to race. He just wants to be around these drivers. He just wants to get the thrill. You just get the thrill again. And I think DTM is where you get the thrill. As Newerville and Stewart have obviously, and now many other drivers have made an example of where you want to get some adrenaline going. Tsernia has a 10, now almost an 11-second lead on Parrish. And that's mostly due to battling. No, actually, some of it was battling, but certainly, I think for me, he's going to be the driver today, unless he just, decides to go backwards and crash everybody out like one of those Fast and Furious movies. But now,
please don't jinx anyone.
No, I won't jinx anybody.
Could be the classic commentator's curse, but we don't want that.
No, we don't want that.
Yes.
Mackenzie's
Mackenzie against FG.
On the Swede, and obviously Julius. I think was it Anderson? Yeah, Julius Anderson. He's been also in but now we can't speak about it. Adventure is gonna go for a move on Campana. Is he gonna do a Parrish and just kind of cut him out so he can't get the turn, can hug the curb? No, Adventure actually hugs the curb and just makes his car wide as possible in that BMW. So you can say a lot about BMW, but when it comes to push, it doesn't seem well. Actually, that's a nice. Yeah, see, look at that.
It was just tried it.
That BMW was just too wide. But I think they're both. Are they? No, they're both. That's a Mercedes. So yeah, that's we can't. I was not made to be stupid there. It's a Mercedes, not a BMW. But Adventure wasn't a BMW, so it's not BMW versus BMW. Tucker Zane is still. Parrish has made it so difficult for him. I think at this point, Zane, if he can't make a move, just settle for P3. Because remember, Zane, we've seen a bit of, unnecessary aggressive moves. But it looks like he still wants more. Does he finally have the slipstream? Can he get the overspeed into this hairpin? Can he? But Parrish is going to defend, but it doesn't matter because Newerville, and Ibobo is. Oh, that's going to be on the break move from
Parrish. Tried it, but
it almost.
Parrish defended. Oh, that's so close.
That was
very close stuff.
I gotta say, Titkov is just rubbing his hands right now. He's rubbing his hands, the wheel and his hands. So he has like 4 hands apparently. He could just. I don't know. He's like an alien. I gotta say, he has been like an alien in this race. But he doesn't look like he has the pace to catch on pure pace, but he has enough pace to catch them while they're battling. So if they just do a little bit of a Benny Hill routine, I think he could be on the podium. I would be glad to see him on the podium.
Yeah, that would be a great achievement. As Vakazan tries it. Oh, that could be.
And now
Titkov's opportunity.
Titkov is gonna get at least the slipstream onto this mini straight.
Oh, he's going on the inside. Oh, Vakazan close Linus contact.
That is still a good save by Titkov, but it's gonna go only on the outside after the little bump. And no, Titkov didn't have enough traction.
On the outside.
Inside, but let's see what caused. Oh, actually, Newerville. Apparently the camera, but we see why Fakir Zane went for that move, and never it's going to come from Yushin. There's only one line, and a little bit of just bang, nothing too serious, no damage caused in this. Okay, so yes, you can carry on.
Game crashed, I guess.
Okay, that's not me.
Yep, it crashed again.
So well, it looks like the podium positions are still now, as I said, they're not undecided, but it looks like they're going to be decided between Titkov, Fakir Zane, and Parrish, because Sturt has absolutely bottled this race. He has gotten no pace. He has just he's put all his it looks like he's been on the quali setup. It looks like he's given almost everything there's possible. Our pole man, he was the first one to actually get points this season, and it looks like he could have gotten his first win. It didn't come to fruition.
Yeah, it's a shame for him, but of course he's here not to win straight to the first one because he's here to learn about the cars. It's of course the same for everyone here.
No, I gotta say, no, I'm not criticizing. Criticizing. It's just one of the one of the things that any series you have to kind of respect. Not really learn, just kind of respect and just not not. He's not in interviews. He's not said anything because they can't speak. They're not speaking. That's us. So we're so. Our reputation is low. That's that's all it is. They're not going to speak to us. As also we're going to be back. Dennis, can you commentate this?
Yep, Titkov is straight onto the back of Hockenheim. He's trying to make the move into the hairpin. They're side by side. Titkov could make the move, and he is in third now. Maxim Titkov takes third place here.
That's absolutely. I didn't see that. I didn't see that. Is he gonna go? Is he gonna? No, Fakkerzane.
Yes, Fakkerzane's going back again. He's
Fakkerzane
taking third.
Then now Fakkerzane is feeling the effects of battling Parrish too much and not making amends, not like getting a 50-50 here. Is like he wants that 100%. He's not going for any kind of 50-50. He's going for that 100% effort, but it has cost him in the end. Now he's on the Titkov is on his tail. He's tasting that podium. He almost could taste the champagne, but it's still not over. It's still not over for the podium places. Cernia is in a solid position to win. Just over 8 laps to go. Our top 5 has been the same since the last time I said this, but it could all change, of course. It's Cernia. I can't even say the top 5 Swede and the Swede Mevzi and Neller. They have been like Neuerville and Sturt. They have just also battled too many times, and now Bobo.
I think will try and make move on Sturt. He goes down inside, and he's making the move stick up into P5. No, FG's overtaking Neller.
Mevzi on Neller, and that's a top 10 for him. he's trying to go for that. And Sturt has, I think, he is obviously now back into 6th. Neller is going to go for a dive bomb on Mevzi. Mackenzie's still behind him, so it's I gotta say it feels like I've been looking at this race like and we have a yellow flag and it's over the top. Oh dear, no, Titkov.
Titkov bottled it.
No, that is so unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. And I
jinxed him. That is my fault. Sorry.
No, it's okay, but it's not okay for Titkov though. It looks like he's trying to get his car over, trying to put it into like the lower, like higher gear. Just push it a little bit. Doesn't want to over rev it too much, but it's not. I think that's it. His podium position is Grant Mackenzie, back on Metsu. So, and I gotta say, Neller by overtaking. Someone is slowing, and that's Clark.
Ooh.
Clark. Oh dear. Clark is the second.
What is he doing? Oh, he has a suspension failure.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Team Britain. It's here. But not for Clark because he's out.
Clark is completely gone. He's our second driver out of this race. And
this time it's a mechanical failure.
Yeah. And obviously at the later stages, and that's going to be a hard pill to swallow for anybody.
We just understeered off and spun.
And I gotta say, at least it's a gravel trap. It's not like concrete where you just would slid into the wall and probably risk some damage. At least he could take that. I don't know how to make it any better. And obviously, who else is going to benefit from Clark's retirement is Martinez. He's going to be in 20th at least. So That's a yay, at least. Something
Yeah.
like that. And Newerville and Sturt, well, I think you know already what they're gonna do. What are they gonna do? You have to answer.
Also, sorry, I didn't hear the question, to be honest.
Oh no. Okay, so what are they gonna do now? What do you think?
Who do you mean?
What are they gonna do? Battle. They're gonna battle. They've been giving us a show.
Yeah.
It's just, I gotta say, I would
It's
ask for
against Sturt,
royalties.
against Newville.
Newerville for like the millionth time we've seen in this race, and that's well, who was the Adventure? Adventure is gonna try to go make
What's
for a
the
move on
contract?
Sturt. Adventure and Campana, Campana and Adventure, I think, maybe made an agreement to keep each other in the points and maybe capitalize on other people's mistakes. Newerville is in the top 5, Sturt in the top 6 after starting from P1. That's not great. And for some reason, Adventure is trying to defend from Campana, so we might see a move into obviously one of the turns. I still can't remember the names of, and I don't want to pretend that I know. Actually, Campana. Oh, it looks like Campana is got a bit scared from Adventure's moving under braking. Adventure is on Sturt. We might actually go throughout this lap to see if he actually can make the move. And well, Sturt is actually defending for whatever reason. It's going to compromise his line. Obviously, it's not going to.
5 laps to go.
5 laps to go. Our top 5 has changed. It's kind of no. Nebobo is in the top 4, and Newerville is in top in 5th. So that's a solid change of pace. Not too crazy. I don't like too crazy races. Adventure's gonna go for in T1. It's not now. Oh, I thought maybe he was not gonna lose enough turn, but it's not gonna give Campana a chance to go on inside. I think that's a That's I thought maybe he was gonna defend, but no, Campana. It's just like an easy move for Campana. No risk, no risk, and just reward.
Yep. So maybe Adventure can try to regain a place here. Down the inside.
He's going really wide there.
And make the move stick.
He was actually going a little bit too wide, for that situation. For that,
indeed.
That was not exactly what I would have done myself. But I'm not driving DTM. I was driving DTM on the 2010 champions. I would know a bit of that. But yeah, at least I think at this point the podium places now have been covered, but not the points. From down the field, you've seen Mevci, you've seen actually Moratelli has been. Now he has hit a horrible race. Who do you think is going to take the final points? Like the top, final points.
There's only 4 laps to go, but it's still too early to say there's anything possible here.
It's like anything will happen. That's exactly.
Oh, look at this! Here's Nella against Mackenzie. We know this battle, of course, for the top class.
Yes, Williams and Renault. No, wait, Neller has driven for Williams. I was not wrong about that, but Mackenzie is absolutely the slipstream.
The battle against the top class champions.
It's gonna. Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? We've seen Parrish go on outside. Oh, Neller's gonna try to squeeze himself on the inside, and he's getting challenged by Mevci. His past. Yeah. His past, arrivals coming back. Well, in this race, not obviously, most of the time. But Neller is not going to go for a move. He didn't have. Mackenzie just defended absolutely, fine there. I don't think there's any problem there. Looking at the gaps, Parrish is actually keeping pace with Tuturnia, but it's too late. It's Yeah,
he's too far ahead.
But at least I gotta say, it's telling about Parrish's pace. For the future, because maybe actually next race it might just go completely the other way. Who knows? Who knows about it? But now we're going to see that at least with 3 laps to go, the points at least to be awarded. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be Sturt? Is it going to be Campana? Is it going to be Adventure? Is it going to be Mevci? Is it going to be Mackenzie? Neller? There's still a lot of quality drivers out there battling. Trying to grasp those points. Neller almost. I gotta say, now it's gonna get risky because remember they're seeing the reward up ahead. Adventure's gonna go for the outside. It has only worked once this race. It has not worked out for him, and Neller's gonna go for on Mackenzie. But remember, all this battling is costing him to give a chance for the top 8. So look at him. Actually, Mackenzie, you usually don't go on on the inside of this turn, but for the next one, you at least do help. Actually, the grandstands have gotten their money's worth. I gotta say.
Yeah, that's a great race, I have to say. Lots of actions, lots of battles. Yeah, also in the early parts of the race we had battles for the lead, but then Sersnia shot into the distance after he got past.
Saturnia,
third.
yeah. I remember Saturnia started third, so theoretically it would be bad to even start first for third, but he held on for that lead. It just his pace just is not there.
Ooh.
But whose pace is there? Mackenzie's at least trying to prove it to Neller.
Yes.
Mevchi's gonna try from adventure on Sturt. Oh, and look at that! Sturt is on only the verge of on the top 8. Sturt is actually, he could be hounded by Neller. Sturt's from P1. He is gonna be out of the points. He could be out of the points.
And here's Mortelli against Mackenzie. Because FG is through. And Mortelli should go ahead of the 2-time top class champion. And there was spots of rain.
There's a bit of spots, and Neller, the experienced driver. And look at how he's actually closing. And Mackenzie's going to try to get switch back on.
Classic move.
Mortelli there. And classic move. That's a good move, I got to say. And Neller is closing in on Sturt. That is obvious to the obvious eye. And Saturnia is starting the final lap of this Hockenheim ring of 2021. He's led the most laps. He's been quality, I gotta say. He has picked his battles absolutely correct. Strategy has been excellent. There's no denying that. Adventure into P7, as I predicted, actually. For the people who wanna call attention to my bad comment. Not bad comment, but just bad predictions. This has been one of those that are good. It's actually started to rain. The mechanics. The mechanics are putting out their hands like it's asking, they're begging for money for this rain for some of their teams to test Fakir in P3. He has had an eventful race and still gotten the podium out of it. So you can see if you pick your battle right and you still battle, you can be rewarded. Neller, can he just rob Sturt of that point? Remember, Sturt has 1 point, but he can, just say you're not gonna get a point again, just to prove him, prove itself. Doesn't matter how good you qualify. It's just how good you start and oh boy, and we have a bit of a technical difficulty for the millionth time, and I haven't drunk my tea yet. So
it's actually a 4th time, so yeah. But it happened on the final lap. Oh god.
I'm not familiar. Do we end the race?
No.
Oh, I see. So we just okay. I'm not familiar with any of this stuff. So far, Saturnia has been dominating the lead. Parrish is now in 2nd place after battling with Fakir. Titkov, one of the drivers who started from P14, he was on the verge of podium. He could almost taste the champagne. He decided to spin. So I gotta say, Dennis. Could have Titkov made any attempt to not spin there, because that's only the first time anyone's spun there.
Yeah, that's hard to say. It is a big shame for him. He was on the verge of getting a podium, and sadly he spun into the gravel, and ended his hopes.
At least it kind of gave Martinez a shot to unlap himself. I think he saw Titkov in the ground and was like, he picked up his pace right away. I think he broke his throttle pedal seeing Titkov in that gravel. Was like, okay, this is like a win for me right now. So far in the end of the race, it has started to rain. It's not much. It's not the point where everybody's sliding around. It's a bit it's like a drip of rain. It's like one of those water tortures, but like it's on every.
Also,
every
we need the screen. We don't have the screen. And as I can tell by the YouTube chat, Sebastian has won the race.
Oh, we didn't see that. We didn't see that. So for those who are
now we've seeing it again. Guys, Sebastian going through the final few corners. His first race in 2018. Guy Sebastian wins here at Hockenheim. Congratulations to him.
That is a solid, absolutely solid. Parrish, after we're not seeing on the podium, he had a bit of a good strategy, and he goes second. Fakkerzane in third. Bobo in fourth place. Newerville in fifth. Campana in sixth. And Venture in seventh. And Sturt does take the final points paying position after a lackluster race from P1. Moratelli 12th. Mackenzie, I think it was 11th. Mevci 10th. V 13th. Hamid is in 14th. Martinez in 20th. So he finishes off the disappointing race. Sahin, I gotta say, one of the drivers we haven't even mentioned. I think we haven't mentioned him. Sazonov, the BTCC champion. Not a great showing for him after that damage.
Osprey in P17.
Turvik in 18th place. But all eyes also Titkov, of course. Titkov is still, and I think it's like a lap of shame for him, honestly, and from battling for almost
and that's race over.
Cernia, our race winner, the 2021 Hockenheim Ring winner. Oh boy, Dennis, what a very nice race. But I'm gonna probably list the results. So Cernia in first, Parrish in second, Fakkerzane third, and you can do the rest.
Yeah, Victoria Bobo is in fourth. It's, I think, a good race from him. Bella Nouvelle in P5. Also, because of the spins, she could have been in with the start of the podium. Leon Campanas in P6. Daniel Adventure P7. James Sturt dropped down to P8, but still gets 1 point from this race. Will Nella finishes in P9 in the Team Britain Mercedes. Just wanted to mention that. Miran FG finishes in P10. Jay McKenzie in P11. Caio Moratelli after starting second in P12. Xavier Wee in P13. Muhammad Osman Hamid in P14. Ali Shai in 15th. Andrei Sazonov in P16. Gerald Fosby in P17. Matthias Derwick finishes in P18. Maxim Titkov in 19th. And Rosetta Martinez is the last car to finish with 1 lap down. And the retirements are Michael Clark with the suspension failure at Adam Wolf with the crash, which he said he was involved in. It wasn't his fault, clearly. But here's the fastest laps with Fakkerzane with the fastest lap here.
He does take at least some kind of, Also, I gotta say, he beats Cernia. I actually would have thought Parrish would be in the top 5. But that doesn't really matter, as we're going to go to the next race, which is the Red Bull Ring in Austria.
Next. Yeah,
he has. Those. At least we have taken one positive from this. There have been only like one reliable, and only was suspension failure. So these cars are proving their worth, that they can battle. They can take at least beating as touring cars should. Amazing absolutely amazing performance by Cernia. I'm disappointed in Turvik. It's not what I kind of expected to go, but I was surprised by the good battling and some proper respect between Newerville and Sturt.
We will listen to the Polish national anthem, so you will be silent for a bit and you can enjoy the anthem.
I enjoy listening to that, even though I was on mute. I could hear it from Hockenheimring in Finland here. Thank you for everybody who's joined us for this wonderful evening. The F1 practice, the F1 qualifying is going to be on very soon. But yeah, I enjoyed this. I hope, Dennis, you have enjoyed this.
Yep, I absolutely enjoyed it. And also, one last question: who is your driver of the day?
I think it's it's certainly. And now sometimes you
Yep.
could. I think I know drivers. You know, the driver who has won the race doesn't usually get always one who gains amount of places. But no, I think the Cerny has just picked his battles absolutely right. So as I said, Red Bull Ring is, when is it exactly, Flo?
Next week.
Oh, next. Okay, so it's next week. So the GP4 OC I think is starting next week also, right? The the main frontier as it does.
It's returning.
Yeah, it's returning. Also, then I am thankful for the commentary position. I enjoyed Hockenheimring. I had great hospitality there, even though I wasn't there. Just imagine.
Yeah, we are waiting.
Germany was absolutely fine for me. I was happy to commentate, and obviously I will return next week. That's how it's gonna be. And have an absolutely wonderful evening, everybody. Sweet salutations, and just good night, good morning, and good evening.